Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be back for another week of Read Alouds. This week, I'm venturing into something new. I've picked a short chapter book to read to you. This is called Henry and Mudge and the Tall Tree House. Check it out. This is Henry. This is Mudge. And this book was written by Cynthia Rylant. The pictures were drawn by Susie Stevenson. These two, this author Cynthia and this illustrator Susie, have done a lot of books together. There are at least 23 books about Henry and Mudge that they've done together. So let's get started with the first chapter of Henry and Mudge and the Tall Tree House. Uncle Jake. One day, Uncle Jake came to visit Henry and Henry's big dog Mudge and Henry's parents. Uncle Jake was very big. Henry's father called him Burly. Can you say that? Burly. Good job! You got a new word, burly. Let's find out what it means. What does burly mean? Henry asked his father. Big, hairy, and plaid. And this is plaid. When you have color blocks and stripes of another color going through it, that's plaid, said Henry's father. Well, not stripes, but crisscross stripes. That was Uncle Jake. Remember, Jake was burly. Henry liked Uncle Jake a lot. Mudge liked him even more. Mudge liked Uncle Jake because Uncle Jake wrestled. Mudge and Uncle Jake would get on the floor and wrestle and wrestle. Mudge always won. I don't know about you, but Miss Krista liked to wrestle when she was younger. She would wrestle with her father, kind of like Henry wrestled with his Uncle Jake. Not Henry, Mudge. This time, when Uncle Jake came to visit, he had something special in his truck. He had boards. What are the boards for, Uncle Jake? Asked Henry. Uncle Jake gave a burly smile and said, adventure. Now, burly means hairy, or in this case, big and hairy. I think I understand why he gave a burly smile. After all, he does have a beard. Really? Said Henry. He liked adventure, especially with Mudge. Yep, I'm building you a tree house, said Uncle Jake. A tree house? Said Henry. Wow! Henry loved tree houses. They were thrilling. They were exciting. They were in trees. Can you think of the problem of a treehouse being in a tree for Henry? Yeah, the author hasn't really told us. Let's see if we can figure it out. Henry looked at Mudge. Mudge could jump. Mudge could run. Mudge could even dance a little. But Mudge, for sure, could not climb a tree. Uh-oh, thought Henry. He put his arm around Mudge and began to worry. So what's Henry worried about if a treehouse is really exciting? Can Mudge make it up there? Do you think Mudge is a good friend of Henry's? Yeah, maybe. Maybe Mudge won't be able to join him. But we're going to stop there, because that's the end of our first chapter in Henry and Mudge and the Tall Tree House. I promise we'll read another chapter tomorrow, so make sure you come on back for it. But first, this book is all about tree houses, right? Well, maybe, have you ever thought about building a tree house or a fort? If you have trees in a backyard, just imagine, how would you build a tree house up there? What might it look like? Or if you could build a fort inside, what would it look like? So sometimes when we're thinking about those, we can make a design. We can make a design on paper and draw it. So let's see. My tree house. It's going to have a room for me in it. It's going to have a chair. Oh, I think I'm going to bring a bean bag in. I'm going to have lights hanging from the top. You could draw what you think your treehouse or fort would look like. Or if you have a box, just imagine. Maybe with some help of a parent, you could make what you want in your treehouse. I mean, let's see. If I want a bean bag, I could put a ball of fluff in here. I want my lights. Maybe I could find little string like yarn, put in there where I want my lights hung. And I could build a little model treehouse or fort. And still, better yet, too, if your parents have it and if they'd let you do it, or maybe you have that really cool uncle or aunt who'd let you do it, maybe they have some scraps of wood lying around. And either some wood glue or a hammer and nails or a screwdriver and screws. Those can be really good ways to try and be inventive and creative and try something new. After all, you're using tools that could help you do a job. So maybe you could try and build something. You'd be learning a new skill and being creative and hopefully having fun. Because, right, that's the best kind of learning, is when you're playing and having fun. So friends, I hope you have a good day. With your dog, if you have one, like Henry spends his days, or with your parents. And have fun, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.